Imagine you're standing on a cliff's edge, the wind howling, the world sprawling beneath you. Below, a battlefield rages, people clawing, fighting, scheming to reach the summit where you stand. Some play fair, their hands clean, their hearts pure. Others, they lie, they manipulate, they crush anyone who dares block their path. Now look up. Who's at the top? Who holds the crown, writes the rules, owns the game? It's not the virtuous, it's the ruthless, the ones who don't flinch, the ones who take what they want. Why does the world reward those who shred morality to pieces? Why do the cunning always seem to win? Buckle up, because we're about to rip apart the lies you've been fed and expose the raw, unfiltered truth about power. This isn't just a story, it's a wake-up call. Close your eyes. Feel the weight of everything you've been taught. Work hard, be kind, stay honest, and success will come knocking. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Like a fairy tale whispered to keep you in line. Now open your eyes and look at the real world. Who's actually winning? The politician rigging the system, grinning as they dodge accountability. The CEO slashing thousands of jobs to boost stock prices, then jetting off to their third mansion. The warlords, emperors, and moguls whose names are carved into history, not for their kindness, but for their conquests. They didn't climb to the top by following the rules. They got there because they saw the game for what it is. A brutal, winner-takes-all arena where power bows to those who seize it, not those who deserve it. Feeling that spark in your chest, that flicker of doubt? Good, you're waking up. Let's rewind the clock. History doesn't lie, it screams. Alexander the Great didn't forge an empire by negotiating peace deals. He burned cities, slaughtered armies, and made the world kneel. Julius Caesar didn't rise by being Rome's most honest senator. He outsmarted his rivals, betrayed alliances, and rewrote the rules to crown himself king in all but name. Fast forward to today. Tech billionaires don't dominate by playing fair. They monopolize markets, crush startups, and bend governments to their will. Politicians don't win by telling the truth. They spin narratives, silence dissent, and trade favors in smoke-filled rooms. The pattern is clear. The system isn't broken. It's built this way, designed to reward those who understand its mechanics and exploit them without a shred of hesitation. You starting to see it? The veil's lifting. But why? Why does power always seem to slip through the fingers of the good and land in the hands of the ruthless? To answer that, we need to step into the mind of Friedrich Nietzsche, the philosopher who didn't just question morality, he obliterated it. Nietzsche saw through the lies we tell ourselves. He argued that human beings aren't driven by happiness, peace, or even survival. At our core, we're fueled by something deeper, something primal, the will to power, the burning desire to impose our will on the world, to shape reality in our image, to rise above the chaos and claim dominance. This isn't about cruelty for its own sake. It's about creation, control, and the refusal to be bound by limits. Nietzsche didn't just describe the world, he exposed its skeleton. Here's where it gets wild. Nietzsche said morality isn't some divine truth handed down from the heavens. It's a tool, a weapon forged by the weak to control the strong. Think about it. The masses, unable to climb the ladder themselves, craft stories about good and evil to keep the powerful in check. They glorify humility, obedience, and suffering, calling them virtues. Why? Because it keeps you small. It keeps you from questioning. It keeps you from rising. The strong, though, they see through the illusion. They reject the chains of conventional morality and forge their own path, driven by ambition, strength, and the courage to take what's theirs. This isn't just philosophy. It's a psychological grenade. Are you ready to pull the pin? Let's break it down to the bone. Nietzsche saw two moralities at war. First, there's master morality, the mindset of the lions, the conquerors, the creators. It celebrates strength, ambition, and self-overcoming. It's the voice of those who don't beg for permission, who don't apologize for their hunger, who build empires and rewrite history. Think of the pharaohs raising pyramids, the artists shattering cultural norms, the entrepreneurs turning dreams into dynasties. They don't follow rules, they make them. Then there's slave morality, the mindset of the herd. It's born from fear, not freedom. It glorifies weakness, calls victimhood noble, and paints ambition as selfish. It's the voice whispering, "Don't stand out. Stay safe. Obey." It's the morality of those who resent the powerful instead of becoming them. Now ask yourself, which one's running your life? Are you a lion, or are you still grazing? But this isn't just about philosophy, it's about psychology. Success isn't random. It's not about luck or even talent. It's about mindset. The ones who rise to the top don't just work harder, they think differently. They've cracked the code of power, and they wield it like a blade. Want to know their secrets? Lean in close. First, they're consumed by ambition. Not, "I want a promotion" ambition. Obsession so fierce it keeps them up at night, plotting, grinding, refusing to settle for anything less than victory. Second, they're decisive. While others hem and haw, paralyzed by doubt, they act. They trust their gut, make the call, and deal with the fallout later. Third, they chase fear. That gut-twisting terror you feel before a big risk, they don't run from it, they hunt it. It's proof they're pushing the limits. Fourth, they're strategic. Not mindlessly cruel, but calculated. They know when to smile, when to strike, and when to walk away. These aren't just traits. They're the DNA of power. Let's paint a picture. Imagine a corporate boardroom, the air thick with tension. Two executives are vying for the CEO spot. One's honest, loyal, always plays by the book. The other? They charm the board, leak dirt on their rival, and cut deals behind closed doors. Who wins? The second one, every time. Why? Because they understood the game. They didn't let morality slow them down. Now zoom out to history. Genghis Khan didn't unite the Mongols by being kind. He forged an empire through fear and strategy. Cleopatra didn't survive Rome's power plays by being pure. She seduced, schemed, and outwitted her enemies. The lesson? Power rewards those who play to win, not those who play nice. But here's the kicker. Power's a beast. Tame it, and it carries you to the stars. Lose control, and it devours you. History's littered with the bones of those who climbed too high, too fast. Julius Caesar? His ambition made him a legend, but it also made him a target. Stabbed 23 times by the allies he thought he owned. Napoleon? His genius reshaped Europe, but his ego drove him to invade Russia, a frozen graveyard for his empire. Even modern giants fall. Tech companies that once ruled the world, now relics because they got arrogant and stopped innovating. The truth? Ruthlessness can win you the throne, but without balance, it's a one-way ticket to the guillotine. So, how do you wield power without letting it destroy you? How do you rise without burning out or breaking? It's not about becoming a villain or a saint, it's about mastering the game. Let's map it out step by step because this isn't just talk, it's a blueprint for domination. Step 1. Shatter the illusion. Stop believing the world runs on fairness. Hard work and kindness alone won't cut it. They're the crumbs fed to keep you compliant. The powerful don't wait for permission. They take what's theirs. This doesn't mean you have to be heartless, but you need to see the rules for what they are. Tools to manipulate, not laws to obey. Step 2. Forge your arsenal. Power isn't given, it's built. Cultivate ambition that burns like wildfire, the kind that makes you leap out of bed at 3 a.m. to chase your goals. Develop confidence that radiates, not arrogance, but a quiet certainty that you're meant for more. Hone decisiveness. When the moment comes, don't flinch. Act and embrace risk. The biggest rewards lie on the other side of fear. Train yourself to see that knot in your stomach as a signal, not a stop sign. Step 3. Play the long game. Power isn't just about winning battles, it's about winning wars. Strategy is everything. Build alliances, but never trust them blindly. Know when to be ruthless and when to be generous. Julius Caesar didn't conquer Rome by fighting everyone. He won loyalty before he seized control. Machiavelli, the master of power, said it best. A leader must be both a lion and a fox. Fierce when needed, cunning always. Let emotions cloud your judgment, and you're done. Stay cold, stay sharp, stay in control. Step 4. Evolve or die. The world doesn't stand still, and neither can you. Empires crumble when they cling to old ways. Businesses collapse when they ignore new tech. Leaders fall when they get comfortable. Look at Kodak. They invented the digital camera, but buried it to protect their film business. Now they're a footnote. The powerful adapt. They learn, they pivot, they reinvent themselves. Rigidity is death. Evolution is survival. Step 5. Balance the blade. Ruthlessness without wisdom is a death sentence. Ambition without self-awareness breeds arrogance. The greatest leaders in history weren't just strong, they were smart. They knew when to push and when to pause. They built loyalty, not just fear. They shaped the world without letting it break them. Power is a fire. Learn to control it, or it consumes you. Now let's zoom out. Power isn't good or evil. It's a force, like gravity or time. In the hands of fools, it sparks chaos. In the hands of tyrants, it breeds suffering. But in the hands of the wise, it builds empires, reshapes cultures, changes the course of history. The question isn't whether you want power. Deep down, we all do. The question is, what will you do with it? Will you let the world keep you small, chained to its fairy tales of fairness? Will you become a brute, climbing only to crash? Or will you take the third path, strength with purpose, ambition with control, power with vision? Picture yourself 10 years from now. You're standing on that cliff again, but this time, the battlefield's quiet. You've fought, you've schemed, you've risen. The world looks up at you, not because you were the kindest, but because you were the strongest. You saw the rules, mastered the psychology, and built something unstoppable. That's not a dream, it's a choice. But it starts now. Will you embrace the will to power, or are you still playing by their rules? If this hit you like a freight, train. If it's got your blood pumping and your mind racing, then you ready for more. Subscribe to this channel. Join the ones who see through the lies and crave the truth about power, philosophy, psychology. Share this video with someone who needs to wake up, someone who's ready to rise. And comment below. Is morality a chain holding you back? Or can true power exist without ruthlessness? Drop your thoughts. Let's start a fire. Let's build something the world can't ignore.